Yeah, it says we're live.
Cool. All set.
Okay. All right. So, hello everyone. Thank you, thank you for joining us today. And I hope everyone's having a great time enjoying the bull market and obviously taking lots of profit. So this month we've got lots of exciting things, as well as a lot of things that have been happening within the industry, like Bitcoin hitting all-time high. And so, of course, we want to celebrate these events during this live stream, right? Now, we will be sharing with the community important updates on what SafePal has been up to. So for those that are new or joining us for the first time, I want to quickly go over how how and what we've been doing. So we've got some exciting new features that we thought it'd be best to showcase to you guys through a live stream format via video. Starting now, each month, we will be sharing at the end of the month through these live streams what we've accomplished, as well as demo for you guys the new features. We will also try our best to bring on Web3 guests and partners to share exciting Web3 updates with the SafePal community. So if you know any interesting crypto projects that want to collaborate with SafePal, please leave a comment, right? Now, without further ado, my name is Tyler, and joining me as usual is Veronica, CEO of SafePal, who will be sharing our latest updates with you today.
Great to be here. Hello, Tyler. Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you. Great to have you, Veronica. And our agenda for today is going to be, obviously, first we got to address some of these security concerns, right? As well
Mhm.
as November's updates and then the special guests. So stay tuned. We've got lots of special surprises. Now, starting right before we get to the fun stuff, we got to talk about the more serious items. And there's quite a lot of things that happen. We definitely want to bring up and talk about some of the concerning items regarding security. So I'll let Veronica take over, addressing the first one.
Yeah, thank you, Tyler. Hello, everyone. I saw your message here saying hello. Great to be here. Hope you have a wonderful bull market currently. But it's always bull markets where scammers are most active as well. So lately, we are seeing people getting scammed by similar address duplicated warning. You can also call it, like, for example, zero balance wallet attack, or you can either call it like similar address attacks. It's basically scammers sending a small amount of transactions from a wallet address that looks very similar like yours. So that the transaction would pop up in your latest transaction history. So when you're making the transaction, you could easily copy the wrong address from the transaction history, which looks very similar with yours. So most of the people, since crypto address is very long, so most of them, like most of us, might probably verify the address information based on the head and the ending, right? So for example, the head in the first beginning 4 or 5 digits, and the last 5, 6 digits, and then we just skip the pass in the middle of the address. So that means this gives scammers a space to fake the address that looks very similar with yours. People could carelessly send the funds to the scammer's address. So we have actually this feature that protects you from this similar address duplicated scenario. So whenever you are trying to send funds to a wallet address that looks highly likely or similar with your current wallet address, we will warn you. So here on the screen, you can see the pop-up that we are going to send when you try to send funds to a similar address, but it's actually not yours. And we're going to alert you saying that it seems that you are transferring to a different address that looks quite similar with your current wallet address. Like, would you like to double check? Is this really the address that you are sending a fund to? So that people can be alerted, they can stay vigilant regarding these kind of attack and attempts. Another attack that we saw this month happening in November, actually a few weeks back, is that there is a meme marketplace exchange that got hacked which later on was proved to be insider attack, and then leading to the private key leakage, and like thousands, millions of funds were drained out of the platform. A lot of even KOLs, a lot of big whale holders who are very bullish on meme trading were impacted. So this is some of the most important hacking or large scale hacking cases that is most well known in the last November. So it would like to quickly remind all of you to be careful when you are doing active trading, especially when it comes to which platform that you choose. For this situation, for the DEXS marketplace or exchange situation, it's actually coming from insider, and the private key is actually not decrypted stored. It's actually explicitly stored on the server. So that's a reason why this gives the exposure and vulnerability for such attacks, and that is indeed very devastating. So I've seen victims of this attack being still gathering every possible efforts trying to get the money back. So that is something that happened that should catch our attention. Another one would be phishing attacks. We are seeing this year scammers are being more sophisticated, but this doesn't mean that phishing attempts has been decreased. It's actually still quite popular and trending in the poisoning this crypto space, especially considering the bull market attract a lot of newcomers into Web3 space. These people typically are different from probably OGs and those who have been staying in crypto space for a long time. Like new beginners probably would be less allergic or less alerted against the phishing attempts. So we saw a user on X claiming that he has actually accidentally clicked onto a fake Zoom link and then exposed the wallet. So that is something that should be everyone should be quite careful. So when it comes to connecting or clicking up different links, better to be double check. And one of my colleagues also experienced some similar attempts. That is, he works for our finance team. So one day he actually received an email claiming to be from Google DocuSign. Looks very real, like the format and the domain and everything. Like it was fake as 100% accurate. And if you click through DocuSign, you click the button to sign, you actually be redirected to a Google login page. So it asks you to log in your credential, right? This looks like supernatural because it happens sometimes when you are not logging to your browser, to a Chrome browser. Like Google might ask for your login credential to log in again to verify that it's you. So this is a pretty standard practice. But if you pay a bit more attention to that, you'll notice the domain is very fishy. It's not the official Google domain. So this is how my colleagues found out about these phishing attempts. It looks really, really authentic. It's basically copy paste on the pixel level of the Google login page, asking for your accounts and your login credential, etc. It fake like 100%. If once you give that, you are going to give out your Google credential, and then a lot of people use their Gmail to connect to a lot of other servers. Even for a lot of Web3 wallets, especially AA MPC wallet, they might use their own Google, like their email for social login, etc. So this would expose you to a very wide scale of phishing or social engineering attack. So this is also another case that I would like to bring up that looks quite similar with this fake Zoom link kind of attack. So just a quick heads up to warn, to give you a little bit heads up. Be careful when you're sending money. Be careful what link you are clicking through, and always check the domain, the sender details like this to make sure it's verified. Also, check with the counterparty. For example, my colleague, he checked with everyone he knows from the team, asking, is there any document that I really need to sign, right? So that counter check all the details and then counter verify. It's always a good thing to be triple cautious when it comes to managing your own crypto assets. So yeah, that's a quick sharing for this part.
Yeah, thank you, Veronica, for addressing that. Right. Obviously, the good times come with the bad, so we got to stay vigilant. Right. Now, let us get on with the positive note for this month.
Mhm.
So here, as a version 4.8, we've developed a new user experience and new UI for users that are, trying out a Web3 wallet for the first time, specifically with SafePal. So today, we're going to demo that for you guys, right, on what some of the improvements are. So if you, let's say, referred a friend recently to try out the SafePal wallet, you guys can take a look, right? This is going to be the new experience.
Yeah, so for this new UX onboarding, it takes seconds for you to set up a SafePal wallet. Super fast, super intuitive. I mean, Tyler, feel free to go ahead and demo it, but just sharing in the as a background voiceover regarding this feature. So
Okay.
we want to make it super smooth for people to be onboarded to SafePal. So this is how it look. So you can actually create a new wallet, you can import an existing wallet, etc. So it's highly intuitive. And when you click through that, you can create a 6-digit password. This password is used for payment, used for your finger like Face ID setup, used for your security setting, etc. Then you can set up Face ID and boom, and that is done. So you have, and then we are gonna give you a heads up saying that you haven't really backed up your C phrase in this case. In case you need it, you can actually go to the setting. So this takes up, I think this video is super short, like 5 seconds, something like, so this is
Yeah.
a onboarding process that we introduced lately to make it easier for newbies to be onboarded to Web3 experience. So we are very excited about this one. And this is just part of the plan that we are going to simplify the UX. Thank you for the thumb up to Breeze.
Yeah. So now you can bring on more friends to the Web3 space, right? And we hopefully help simplify that onboarding. Now, the next item we want to talk about are the improvements that we've made to Banking Gateway, right?
Yeah, this is pretty interesting. Let me share my screen so I can actually demo it. It's easier to see it from that way. So right now we are looking at my test wallet. And you can see for those of you who don't know yet, on top of it, you can see coin, bank, DeFi, and NFT. And when you click bank, this is the existing bank account that I already have. This is a test one that I set up for myself. So it allows you to deposit via crypto, fiat, from crypto to fiat. So it supports several currencies. It also supports bank wire. It supports 4 fiat currencies at the moment. You can buy USDC and in a few seconds. It's pretty intuitive. So it actually gives you a fully compliant on and off ramp channel, your personal channel. This account is under your same name, so it means that you can transfer from other bank accounts just fine through bank wire. So what we have made improvements in this is that in the transfer section, you can actually pay out directly to your exchange and broker account. So on this page, in the bottom, you can actually see a stream of icons here sent to, for example, Binance logo, Kraken, etc. When you click on it, you can actually select your trading platform. Let's say if I choose Europe, and then you can choose the trading platforms in currently Kraken, Binance, Bitstamp, and Nevertheless. We are adding more. In the meantime, you can straight top up to your broker account as well, including Interactive Brokers, Charles Schwab. So that is another one step further to make sure that you have a very seamless, smooth experience moving your money from fiat to crypto, bridging Web 2 and Web 3, and make it one step further. Instead of depositing the assets into your own wallet, you can actually take it one step further to straight deposit into the target exchange or into the broker accounts that you want to have. And we do have a lot of other features inside the banking gateway here. So, for example, we support multiple tiers. So the higher, for example, this is tied closely with the SFP tokenomics. So the higher of SFP that you stake, the higher tier that you're going to have for the bank accounts, and of course the better rate that you're going to have for on and off ramp. And also you can have some coming as we're going to introduce a cashback mechanism as well. So also tied to SFP tokenomics. So this is something that is pretty cool. We also have the card here. So basically, it allows you to have a Visa card that is that can be paired with a lot of payment solutions like Google Pay, Apple Pay, and PayPal, etc. For some of you, Visa card might not be available in your region and countries yet. You can actually go to SafePal.com to check which are the eligible countries and regions. But we are trying to cover as many countries and regions as possible coming next. So this is a quick walkthrough of the feature. So we are keep building on that. For this one, for example, buy at USDC, coming next, we are also building on another layer on top of it that allows you to buy a lot of other crypto assets. So from fiat, you can buy different kind of crypto asset. We are trying to onboard new type of crypto assets such as USDC, Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum. So it makes it easier for you to pay in your fiat currency like US dollar, like CNH, and also other fiat currencies, and then buy different kind of crypto, even memes. So we are trying to build that into the buy crypto section to make it easier for you to onboard. And currently we are having a promotion of 0 fiat on and off ramp fee for new account setup for 90 days. So it means that if you set up a new account right now, you are going to enjoy 3 months of weave of the fiat on and off ramp fee. So it's 100% free during that. And if you have referrals on top, you can actually extend that kind of free campaign timeline. So this is a very attractive campaign that we introduced earlier, I think in October. So if you are considering having a fully compliant Swiss bank account that is owned under your name for the convenience and ease of spending crypto and also onboarding and a fiat on and off ramp, this is something that you should definitely consider. Yeah, so just giving back the microphone back to you, Tyler. Yeah, just a quick walkthrough of the feature.
Yeah, thank you for touching up on that, right? And then obviously we're working really hard on trying to get more countries supported, right? So currently right now we've covered EU, right? Bit of Asia like China, right? And I believe
Japan,
also,
South Korea, a
yeah,
bunch of others
and
as well.
yep, right. So we're working on adding as many, but obviously this goes through, it's a fully legal bank account that accepts crypto, right? So there's a lot of legal works that need to go through, right? Depending on the country. Now, on top of that, another great piece of news this month is MoonPay, right? So you can now directly buy SFP with MoonPay, and I'll let Veronica touch up on that.
Yes, so MoonPay, like this is very exciting. So firstly, SFP is officially listed on MoonPay. For those of you who have already passed with the verification on MoonPay, you can straight buy SFP from MoonPay with 0 fee. We introduced this 0 fee campaign to celebrate this moment. So this is actually another milestone for SFP tokenomics. Coming next in the 2 quarters, we're actually gonna highly focus on the roadmap that we have planned for both the SafePal, the product itself, and also SFP tokenomics. So this is just the first step that we release for surrounding the SFP tokenomics and boosting the utility and boosting the connection to the product and the value recurring. And secondly, in MoonPay, Venmo, one of the most popular payment solution, has been supported. So that is another update for that one. I'm also sharing my screen in the backstage. So Tyler, you can actually put that to the front. Yeah, so back to my testing wallet. There are different ways that you can access to fiat on and off ramp. I'm not quite sure all of you are fully aware. One of that would be go to the bank tab, right? If you own a bank account, you can actually have a very seamless for free kind of fiat on and off ramp. If you don't have a bank account, we also have a bunch of other solutions for you. So right now under my balance here, you can see I have 41 bucks in my wallet balance. You can see a button right below the balance called buy. So when you click through it, it's going to redirect you to the buy page. So right now, since we supported, the MoonPay supported SFP, you can see both on BNB chain and Ethereum, I can actually one click to buy SFP. So this is the first, the most easiest or obvious entrance for buy crypto. Second, I can either search, for example, I can go to the swap tab. So in the swap tab here, you're gonna see buy and sell. This is another entrance that you're gonna see how to buy crypto conveniently using fiat currencies. Currently, we have MoonPay, we have Simplex, we have Binance Connect available. we're gonna pick the best rate for you and also have a recommended channel based on which region and country you are in and whether you have used any of the service before. Let's say if you have registered MoonPay accounts before, then we are probably gonna recommend you using MoonPay moving onwards, simply because it's an easier onboarding process for that one. So each service provider supports different kind of currencies here. So you can see, let's say MoonPay has supported quite a lot of the fiat currency, including JPY, Canadian dollars, Great British pounds, etc., US dollars. And you can actually choose a bunch of cryptocurrencies available in the wallet, including the trending ones like Bitcoin, BNB, Solana, and two other like coins and tokens as well. So this is the second way that you can find it. The third way is that you can actually see it from the dApp store. Two ways. Of course, we have listed a banner so you can see buy SFP for free on MoonPay. You can also find it in the feature tab. I'm rolling here. The feature tab, this icon called buy and sell crypto is going to redirect you to the buy and sell page. So these are all different ways that you can easily top up your wallet accounts using fiat currencies, and you have all different kind of options to be chosen from. So just a quick walkthrough on this one. Yeah, and I'm gonna give it back to you, Tyler.
Yeah, thank you for covering that. Let me just bring that back up. So moving on to our next update, there's been a lot of updates this month, right? So our
Yeah,
next
quite
update,
exciting this month. End of the year celebration campaign and also a bunch of delivery.
we're not quite there yet, right? One more month to go before end of the year, right?
Yeah,
So
and next month we're gonna have another major update. Yeah, very exciting for that
yep.
one as well. Yeah.
So this month we've also ended up adding a huge integration here with BingX, right? And I'll let Veronica cover a bit more of that in detail.
Yeah, so please don't switch don't switch the screen yet, Tyler, because I just want to demo because I something have buggy on my phone that I cannot see the exchange tab. I'm telling the dev to solve it. But guys, if you look at the first screenshot that we put on the screen here, in the swap tab, there is a tab called exchange. So far we have supported integrated different exchanges, including Binance, Bigget, Apollo X, and BeanX. BeanX is a newly adding one. So this is pushing one step further for an aggregated trading experience. We want to make it super easy and just at your fingertips that you can trade cryptocurrencies across different marketplaces. We try to aggregate as many as possible to put them into swap. So that I can demo. Tyler can bring back my screen here. So for example, if you switch, this is the swap tab, right? So if I'm trying to buy Bitcoin using SFP, I can actually trade through DEXs and also CEX as well. So you can see Binance available here. And BeanX, there are two ways that you can find it. First way is that just now I told you guys here on top, it should be another tab exchange. I don't know why it doesn't show up here, but never mind. But in the dApp store, you can actually see that. From the feature part, you can see BeanX. So you're clicking through. This is the BingX mini app right popping up from the wallet interface. Pretty intuitive, pretty straightforward, super fast. Same experience as you are using the BingX .com product. You can click and buy, and here you can connect your wallet. Let's say I can simply connect here, okay, and I will type in, and then I'm done. I have already an account created here, and then I can deposit, right? And so this is a very intuitive process demonstrating this feature. So the goal of this integration is just part of our vision that we want SafePal to become the hub of all your crypto asset management solutions. So the reason why we have been pushing aggressively our cross-chain swap, aggressively trading experience in as an aggregated experience, for also fully compliance on and off ramp channel. It's trying to pull SafePal and build it into a comprehensive hub to manage, to trade, and grow your crypto assets. So that vision has been implemented um, in the first day when we founded SafePal in 2018. Until now, we have expanded the product lines and product features into a full wallet suite, including hardware wallet, mobile wallet, and browser extension. And on top of that, a bunch of solutions that we are demoing right now to make your crypto management easier. So this is something that we have been serving more than 18 million users on a day-to-day basis. and they've been using and being pretty happy about that. So we are pretty proud of that. We're gonna keep bringing more possibilities and aggregations into the wallet to make it even further, like push it even deeper and make it even more seamless and intuitive. So that is a little bit insights share regarding why we have this. Are we gonna have some more? Yes, and some of the upcoming kind of roadmap part of it. Also going to share since next month, December, end of 2024, we're also going to share an annual recap and also share our 2025 roadmap rolling ahead. So we'll also touch upon that. Yeah, stay tuned.
Yeah, thank you for addressing that, Veronica. Right, and I know BingX has been heavily requested just because certain CX is on provided or supported in certain regions, right? So we
I
constantly
think
get
Bing
requests.
has been quite popular in some countries and regions. And yeah, we receive a very a strong demand from those countries and regions. So great to have finally quite a lot of dev work, to be honest. So it took us a couple of months to mull over every single detail and make sure everything is right.
Yeah,
Hello.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah. Giving back the microphone to you.
Let's cover the next sharing topic, right? So I know this month you went to DevCon, right? So maybe you can tell
Yeah.
us a bit more about that.
Um, this is last February. I went to ETH Denver, and DevCon is the second Ethereum core event that I went to. This year it was held in Bangkok, Thailand. Like I have to say the downtown is super packed with a lot of crypto people, a lot of Web3 people. Basically, you can tell everyone, like a foreigner wearing a T-shirt, like having some coin logo and icon on it. You can tell definitely this guy is coming for DevCon. So it's actually quite a very friendly and also welcoming vibe of the whole DevCon. Oh, thank you for mentioning the Black Friday. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So I was at DEF CON due to two invitations. Firstly, our partner Wallet Connect recently rebranding themselves as Rion, invited us to join one of their panel talking about the UX level at the current issues that we are facing with wallet UX and onboarding UX etc. at WalletCon, one of their annual conference. And second, I was invited at WoW Summit. They co-hosted a Town Hacker House, a Town Summit event. So I was there to share my insight about why we are seeing an application error coming, and it's actually giving us new sign and new insights regarding how we should move on forward, right? So the core idea of sharing that would be, I think some of you might have noticed we have shared that on social media as well, because I gave this presentation for the first time in Dubai at the Tong Gateway official conference. And then Bangkok is actually my second time sharing this. My key opinion is that the last decade of blockchain ecosystem has been driven by protocol success, whether it's for the ICO boom in 2017, driven by Ethereum growth, or whether it's DeFi Summer driven by the smart contract adoption and also applications on top. So moving on next, the success of Telegram mini apps has actually set the stage ready, and opened up a new chapter in front of us that actually application builders and developers would have a stronger voice in the space, and they would be the core driven force driving for mass adoption coming next, especially as Bitcoin ETF got approved this year. ETF also got approved. Solana being the third one, also on the way. And also, we are seeing US governments coming next should be more crypto friendlier. And so we are seeing these directions actually pushing us towards a massive adoption direction. When that kind of future comes, means that application becomes more and more important, and application would capture more value than the protocol itself in the longer term, and also would become the key gateway driving those people coming in crypto and Web3 from traditional world. So this is the key insights that I shared during the presentation for that one. Other than that, I spent quite a couple of pleasant days in Bangkok. It has nice weather. great food. Like I love Thailand food. I actually have local friends bringing me to some local, very authentic restaurants. So definitely gonna revisit. Oh, but the traffic is like terrible. Like traffic is like brutal. So for any location further than 3 kilometers, I would have to double think and maybe take a public transport, like a MRT, or I have to consider taking the motorcycle, which looks super crazy and risky. So like traffic situation definitely not the most enjoyable one. But Bangkok is another city that like give me the same vibe like Ho Chi Minh. That is very viral, a lot of like vitality, a lot of energy, a lot of young people gathering, dreaming for a bright future together. So that gives me a very promising vibe compared to other places that I went to. So yeah, just sharing some very enjoyable and pleasant memory from DEFCON. I think DEFCON should wrap up for my last events for this year. I think next one probably would be consensus, but it's actually in January. So if any one of you is going to any crypto interesting crypto conference, feel free to pin us. We'll consider going there and say hi as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's great to see actual, not just virtual references to crypto, right? Like it's great to see crypto being, I guess, showcased in a city, right, in real life. So some of you might have
Yes.
that fortune in your city or your country, right, to actually see crypto be represented either at the airport or in physical real world, right?
Yeah, I think the massive advertisement about crypto that I saw was back in Dubai, when I saw Ripple
Yeah.
having like massive yeah, outdoor advertisement like MRT station. Oh, interestingly, is that I also saw the advertisement of Binance Bangkok in MRT in Bangkok. So I heavily rely on motorcycle and MRT because you cannot really trust any other traffic or transportation. So you have to rely on MRT and motorcycle. And when I go to a very downtown central MRT station, I see a whole about 10 meters of the wall printed and as like Binance Bangkok advertisement. So that is pretty I feel pretty proud. Feel proud that crypto can finally be presented in a legitimate way to the crypto, like to the masses, right, to every normal people, like our sisters, our bros. So this is something that is pretty different compared to a couple years back, and definitely like definitely the first reaction that I saw those advertisement is that I took photos. I took photos and sent to my mom saying that, yo, mom, you see, this is the advertisement coming from the biggest exchange in my industry, right? It's no longer a scam. It's actually a legit industry. I think this year I'm so happy that starting from February Bitcoin ETF approval, I finally prove myself. I legitimize myself regarding like career choosing and founding a company in this industry. Finally, don't need to persuade them this is not a scam, right? It's a legit business. So I'm just overjoyed to see this kind of a transition. Definitely very encouraging.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I totally agree, right? So being in the industry for a few years, it's great to see like real world representation, right? And not just like everything virtual. And speaking of that, let's talk about some of the ongoing events that we're having this month, right? So first and foremost, obviously, happy Thanksgiving, guys. And as a
Happy
thank you to the
Thanksgiving.
community, yeah, we've got some exciting events happening for you guys, right? So first off, we have Black Friday. If you're looking for a hardware wallet, or if you're looking to get your friends involved in a way to protect their assets, do check out the deal. And as well as there's an actual giveaway happening with this too. So make sure to check out our social media and join the giveaway event. And then as well as join our community for the Thanksgiving community raffle. There are some exclusive limited edition products, merch, and a VIP wallet that you can win. So check it out. And lastly, let's give out some gifts, right? So before we move on to our guests, I want you guys to let's see if we can just throw out this Telegram link. And you guys know, for those that are joining for the first time, join the Telegram link. Check out our Telegram, and in the Telegram, we'll be giving away Gift Now packets, right? So maybe Veronica can do a quick intro on Gift Now, and in the meantime, we're going to throw out a gift pack for those that have joined, right? We'll give you some time, and make sure to come claim your prizes.
Yeah. Good luck, everyone. I think Thanksgiving is gonna give everybody a double booster. Good luck on that one.
Yeah, maybe Veronica, you can just while I send out the gift, you can maybe touch up on the utility of this.
Yeah, sure. So you mean the utility of this tool, right? So I think this tool is actually built up for teams to grow their own community. Rest assured that it's not just for us to promote our community. You can actually use this tool to do the same for free. So give you can search for give now, and then you can see a bot available for your usage. You can actually send crypto gifts to your friends. You can also set tasks. So it means that you can set either based on lucky draw or it's either based on fixed price. You can split it among set number of your friends. You can also use this to set social tasks. For example, for those of your fans in a community you want to grow, you want to have real engagement, then you can have daily tasks distributing to your community, inviting them, hey, like complete the follow Twitter, join community, share with friends, etc. kind of tasks, and you are able to claim the rewards from this small reward pool. So this is exactly the reason why we are demoing this, partially because we want to celebrate the moment of every monthly update that we have. We are very proud of the updates that we deliver to the community. We have been delivering for the last almost 6 years, almost 7 years already. And second, we love to use this tool to give back to the community. For all of you who are operating your own community on Telegram, you can use this tool to grow it. And the tool is 100% for free. So that is a very interesting tool that we introduced a couple months back. So right now we use it as a standard practice to boost and grow our community on a month to month basis. So Tyler, have you sent out the first gift already?
I'm going to send it to Ivy 1 sec. There's a bit of a technical issue.
Sure, take
I'm
your
getting
time.
flagged.
Or maybe you can straight send it in the group chat. Would that be easier?
I can't. I'm getting flagged by our Telegram bot. It just
Oh,
blocked.
okay. Okay. So it's
Yeah.
either
Okay.
Ivy.
So
Okay, I saw
let's
Ivy
move on.
sent out.
Yeah.
It's
Okay. I'll just
live.
send it to Ivy. Yeah.
Everybody, it's live. So if you haven't scanned the QR code to join the group chat already, check it out. Like in the group chat, this is called Community Call. So it allows you to claim the lucky draw from our monthly catch up. Make
Okay.
sure to check it out there. Yeah. And
So
today we're
let's.
gonna have a new host hosting our speakers today, CJ, our PR and public communications head. So exciting to hand over the microphone to him.
Yep.
Hello, CJ.
Hi everyone. Yep. Hi
Yeah.
Veronica. Hey Tyler. Yep. Glad to be able to take over the reins. Yeah, and pleasure as always to chat with the SafePal community or anyone else who's joined us today. So just running through the format of our guest AMAs for anyone who's tuning in for the first time today. We've already gotten a chance, of course, to experience the gift down board. So two main things. It will consist of mainly 3 guests for today. Normally it'll be about 3 to 5 guests for each community AMA. We have about 10 to 15 minutes to introduce each guest. And at the end of the segment, we'll ask a question and with the prize being distributed through the gift now. So just pay attention and hopefully you get a chance to claim your reward at the end as well. Yeah, so without further ado, we'll kick off the guest AMA today with the first guest. Pretty exciting for today because we have, I would say, relatively new and younger partners this time. So it should be quite interesting and refreshing for most of our listeners today. So our first guest today would be Alephium. It's the first operational sharded blockchain that aims to bring scalability and smart contracts to Bitcoin's proven core technologies. So for anyone who's curious, we will be integrating support for Alephium in the upcoming version update 4.81, I believe, for the software wallet and the hardware line accordingly as well. So users will be able to look forward to that. Yeah, and today we are pretty honored to welcome Maul Bonwat, who's the CEO of Alephium, to share a little more. Oh, okay, yeah, there I see you as well. Nice.
Can you hear me?
Thanks for joining us. Yep, hear you loud
Welcome
and
in.
clear. So thanks.
Thank you for joining us, Mal.
Yeah,
Pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
Yep. So without further ado, maybe more could you give us a little bit of information about what you do at Alephium and maybe some details about the blockchain and maybe its unique approach to scalability?
Of course. So my name is Maud. I'm responsible of operation for Alephium. So I oversee pretty much a little bit of everything, but what I don't touch too much is marketing and development, but pretty much everything else I'm kind of involved in. And so Alephium is a layer one blockchain. It is the layer one, the proof of work layer one blockchain when it comes to smart contract and decentralized application. We have the most adopted ecosystem of all proof of work layer one when it comes to decentralized application natively. For obviously, we are kind of a what you call like newer generation chain. So, and as such, scalability is obviously something that we have to solve. That's a must-have for any chain. And we leverage sharding, which basically allows us to process multiple transactions in parallel in several chains. So we have multiple chains running in parallel in the network, which allows us to increase the throughput because we can process more transaction. And we can, for a proof of work network, we can scale well over 10,000 TPS natively on the layer one. And one thing where we really preserve the user experience when it comes to sharding, no matter how and where you're transacting on the network, you're always transacting on a single chain with the same level of security and in a single step. So you really minimize the impact on the user experience of sharding.
Well, I think that's really exciting to hear as well. I know some blockchains have been trending towards maybe proof of stake and other models, but I think the proof of work model is one of the more battle hardened consensus mechanisms, especially with Bitcoin, of course, being the I think granddaddy of all cryptocurrency. So it's always nice to see that there's still builders that are tackling that model and aiming to scale it up. Yeah, so we have a couple of questions as well today for Maud as well that probably will allow listeners from the Alephium community and also SafePal as well to learn a little bit more about each other. So, well, the current list of wallet partners for Alephium is relatively compact. We have about 5 at the moment. So, were there any like special considerations or reasons for adding SafePal to the list? And is there anything that maybe Alephium is aiming to bring to the table or vice versa?
Sorry, can you repeat just the beginning of the question because I lost the connection slightly? So I'm just missing the beginning.
Oh, sure, no problem.
The question.
Yeah, the list of wallet partners for Alephium is still relatively compact at the moment, about 5. So, were there any special considerations for partnering with SafePal in terms of what we bring to the table, or vice versa?
I mean, I think SafePal. When it comes to, I think the great thing with SafePal is that you're extremely adopted both on the hardware and the software wallet side. And you see a lot of strong software wallets, you see strong hardware wallets, but I think SafePal is exceptional in being strong in both areas. Honestly, our community, maybe strangely or maybe not strangely, I think our French community has been very vocal about SafePal being their favorite wallet. And to be honest, the team of SafePal is also a pleasure to work with. So, I mean, we discovered this after the fact, but that definitely takes into account. I think, you have some of the most accessible wallets in the industry. And again, I think you have a huge ecosystem and you are extremely strong. You're in the top wallet, both on the software and on the hardware side. So for us, it was essential to work with you guys.
Well, thanks for sharing that more. I think we also have a French team member, Jack, as well, who will be very happy to hear about
I mean, I don't know if he's doing, I don't know if he's doing biz dev in France, but somehow our French community, they were very vocal about SafePal being their favorite wallet, and they were not that the rest of the community wasn't excited, but the French-speaking side was really stood out in this somehow.
Well, that's very encouraging to hear. So hopefully we'll look forward and keep note of that, when the version update launches and the support for Alephium comes in. So yeah, I think one of the thanks for sharing about the aspect of us being relatively comprehensive. One of the things that I think SafePal aims to bring to users, of course, is that interoperability across multiple chains. Happy to say that we support 100 plus chains, and Alephium will be soon added to the list. And of course, more importantly, we serve all user profiles across the 3 wallet types as well. So moving back to Alephium itself, are there any projects or features on Alephium that when the version update goes live, you would want to encourage the SafePal community to explore or give a try?
Yeah, of course. I mean, there are many things. The ecosystem is really booming. Recently, we launched. We have Bridge, so we also have interoperability is also something that is quite important for us. So we have a Bridge that just went live, and that has in less than a week. So we have a bridge to Ethereum where over 110 million have already transited through. We have a bridge to and from BSC that launched just last week that already has over 2 million of asset that has transited through the bridge. And all of this, brings a lot of people to our ecosystem because we have a really booming DeFi ecosystem, DeFi, but not only, but right now mainly DeFi. So decentralized exchange, Launchpad, soon lending protocols, liquid mining, which is something a little bit specific to Alephium. And so there's a lot of opportunity either with let's say DeFi that people are used to see, but with a lot of opportunity for yield. I think our dApps have some of the most competitive I think it's APR. I never know the difference between API or APR, but they have some pretty interesting. I think the APY, on our DEX are higher than any DEX on the Ethereum side. So there's really a lot of opportunity to be part of a booming ecosystem, and there's so much more coming over, like with lending being around the corner, and again, unique project like liquid mining, and then you have, of course, NFT marketplace, trading bots, AI-based development tools. So there's really a lot of things, and it's pretty exciting to be part of an ecosystem, to be early in an ecosystem that really develops itself quite rapidly. So a lot of things for people to do.
Yep, that very exciting breakdown, and I think our French team member Jack just said salute earlier. Yeah, so I think he's pretty excited to sort of get acquainted with the French community of Alephium as well. Just to add on a note as well for anyone who's also like constantly confused about APR and APY. APR is basically just a flat rate that isn't compounded, and APY is when you compound in the returns. So yeah, for anyone who's curious and does a lot of yield farming. Oh yeah, there we go. Jack saying hello again. Yeah, so the concept you brought about liquid mining is pretty interesting. I haven't heard any project that's doing that yet. Are there any developments or focuses you'll be able to share for the Alephium roadmap for the upcoming new year that users can look forward to? Maybe a little bit more about. I'm not sure if your liquid mining feature is launched yet, and maybe you want to share like what's unique or different about it, yeah, or any other features that would be exciting.
Yeah, so on the liquid mining, so it's a third-party project, so it's not something launched, let's say, by the core team of Alephium, but by the Alephium ecosystem. It's pretty unique because there's not a lot of overlap between DeFi and proof of work, because there's not, as you said, especially when it comes to smart contract, a lot of the industry over the past few years have kind of really pretty much exclusively built on proof of stake. So you have a lot of unaddressed opportunities if you combine natively into a single network, kind of the mining ecosystem and the DeFi ecosystem. So you have a lot of things that you can build. So this is one example, but you have a lot of other opportunity that leverage this. When it comes really to the core protocol, we are constantly working into improving it, making it more user-friendly, more dev-friendly. In the last network upgrade, for example, we reduced block time from 64 seconds to 16. And actually, We are already working in the next network upgrade, which will see a lot of improvement, further improvement in both user experience and developer experience, with further reduction of the block time. I think the target is to divide it by 2, so to go in a block time of 8 seconds, which again for a proof of work network is pretty competitive. You also will have introduction of some ZK related technology. Because because of our sharded design, we'll also introduce more and more abstraction to completely eliminate the feeling that you are on a sharded network from the user perspective. But I think what people are most excited about is there's a lot of pretty exciting projects that are launching in the coming month in the Alephium ecosystem. And honestly, I think people are way more excited about that than by our upcoming network upgrade today.
I think the upgrade is also pretty exciting because if you've managed to scale from 64-second block time to 16, that's already like a 4x improvement. And if you're aiming to double that speed, I think that's a remarkable achievement. So looking forward to that. Yeah. So I think thanks for taking time as well to share about Alephium with us today, Maud. So we've come, I think, to the end of the segment. So we'd like to end off the segment with a question for the users. Tyler, could you help me navigate to the slide about the question and where users can find more about Alephium? Yeah. So
Yeah. Go ahead, CJ.
Go ahead. Yeah. So
Okay. Yeah. So sorry.
Go ahead.
CJ.
Yeah, you can take it from here.
Okay. Yeah. So once again, right. Thank you for Maud for joining. And we have a question for the community by Alephium, right? So the question here is, how many shards are on Alephium today? Now, make sure you.
Sorry,
Yeah.
go ahead.
So this is for the community, right? Let us know. Drop your answer and get ready because we're going to drop another gift now inside the Telegram group, right? So make sure you guys join in.
And while waiting for that, maybe Tyler, you could navigate to the slide before that, so the listeners can also look through the community channels to follow Alephium and where they can learn more about the blockchain as well.
Yeah, so guys, let us know, right? What do you think the answer is, right? Once we get the right answer, then we're gonna drop the gift now pack. So take your guesses.
Yep. While waiting for the answers, Tyler, could you help go back to the previous slide by one so people can see the there we go. Thanks. So the question is, how many shards are there on the Alephium blockchain today?
We've got a bunch of different answers right now. Okay. Yeah. So yes, 16, right?
Yes, there are actually two answers to this question, but 16 is one of those answers. So 16 is the most commonly. So 16 is correct. So whoever said this first was correct. But if someone said 4 before 16, technically 4 is also correct as well.
Okay, got it. Yeah,
So
so make sure you guys check out Telegram.
Sorry, Mark, you're gonna say something?
No, I'm all good. Thank you.
Oh, out of curiosity, like what is the rationale for having like 4 and 16 being both feasible answers?
Because basically shard just means that you parallelize things, and in our design we parallelize, we split basically two different things.
Right.
We split addresses into groups, so technically each group of address is a shard, And right now they are 4 groups. So they are 4 group shard. And then the transaction are split in 16 chain. And each chain is then a shard. So you have 16 chain shard.
Okay. I get it. So it's about like how specific or how deep you want to go into the
basically both level are actually sharded to some extent,
Yes.
because sharding just means that you partition something. It just means you partition something into a smaller group. But let's say people typically will go on the chain level, and so 16 is usually the answer that people go for, which is correct. But technically 4 would also have been correct, because we also partition addresses in 4 groups, basically.
Got it. Always glad to get further clarifications. Yeah. All right. So thanks again for joining us today, Mo.
Pleasure
And,
for having me.
Yep, and excited to see the support for Alephium come online. And hopefully
Excited
users
as
will have a lot of fun exploring the new features, and looking forward to experiment with the liquid mining and other aspects that you mentioned. Yeah.
Cool. I hope the SafePal community checks out the Alephium ecosystem, because usually once people go there, they tend to stick around because they like what they see. So definitely encourage you to err on the side of Alephium.
Great. Yep. Thanks for taking the time again to join us today, Mo, and have a great rest of the day. And Thanksgiving as well.
You too. Bye.
Yep. Thank you. Yep. So moving on to our next guest for today, also a relatively young partner, and coincidentally also another blockchain, but with a completely different approach. So for our next guest, we have another blockchain that is more confidential and privacy focused, an EVM blockchain. So representing the blockchain, which is the Oasis blockchain, we have Emra Bir, who's the BD specialist. So thanks again for joining us today, Emra. Could you take a little bit of time to share, about what you do at Oasis, and a little bit more about the blockchain, of course?
Thanks for having me. Yeah, sure. As you already said, my name is Emra, and as you can read there, my title is a BD specialist. BD stands for business development. So what I essentially do is I attend conferences and I find projects with various use cases, and then identify if they have a need for privacy. And if they do, then we sync up and see if we can get something going. And that's because we at Oasis, we focus on confidential smart contracts, and we also have a created framework which basically acts like an adapter that fetches all chain data and then puts inside a secure enclave, also known as a T, which is incidentally also the way we leverage the encryption for our confidential smart contracts. And then it can hide like sensor any other machine learning models that you have that you want to train it on, like a lot of data, but also you want to make sure that the sensitive information is obscured.
Yep, great. Thanks for sharing a little bit more about Oasis, Emra. Yep. So sorry, I think you're cutting in and out a little bit, so not sure if it's the connection. But yeah, I think I got most of what you shared as well. So SafePal, for anyone who's curious, of course, SafePal. Hello. Can you hear me, Emra?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Great. Okay, great.
Hello, I can hear you.
Yep, great. So for anyone who's curious, similar to Alephium in our previous guest, SafePal will be supporting Oasis Sapphire in the upcoming version update 4.81 as well on the mobile wallet. So for anyone who's curious, that will be live then, and you can explore that blockchain then. So for Emra or Oasis, what was the rationale behind seeking this integration with SafePal, and what benefits do you hope to bring to the SafePal community and vice versa? Is there anything that excites you about the collaboration here?
Yeah, for sure. Well, SafePal has like a large community, obviously, and with the SafePal, we can also offer our products to the wider community that you have, and in a way, essentially also teach you the importance of privacy. When I say you, I obviously mean the larger crypto space and SafePal users. So, and for that, we actually create like a confidential EVM runtime where decentralized applications can be used. And SafePal is great in that another wallet. And be able to like connect to, say, a decentralized DEX that's built on Sapphire and maintain let's say, the ability to still stay on SafePal and not having to move to another wallet that they're not accustomed to. So we feel like this is ideal in that, one, we onboard a lot of users onto Sapphire, and as well as the SafePal users get to have experience like what's it like to having confidential DEXs or a sealed bid auction house or whatever they can come across. So we feel like that was a great thing for both sides, and yeah, so we were quite happy with that. Not to mention that a lot of the times the DeFi applications that users engage with is quite expensive. So SafePal users, when they engage with like DeFi applications that's been built on Sapphire, they will experience like a 99% lower fees than Ethereum, and it's pretty fast and cheap and scalable, and we have like 6 seconds of block finality time. So we were quite happy about that, and we are quite happy with SafePal as well. We feel like you guys are amazing what you do, and your community has been very supportive.
Yep, appreciate the kind words as well, Emra. So I'm not sure if it affects privacy focused blockchains like Oasis, but I think the privacy focused technology for the aspect of blockchain, I would say, is still relatively nascent. And there are some like roadblocks to privacy tools. I think Tornado Cash recently had a pretty big win on the court, so hopefully that paves the way for more embracing of privacy focused tools, and also of course blockchains as well. Yeah, so on another note as well, I believe Oasis has also recently launched the Rose app, which is an ecosystem tool to improve onboarding into the Oasis ecosystem. Could you take a bit of time to elaborate a little bit more on this tool, and maybe how SafePal users are able to interact with it?
Yeah, for sure. So the Rose app allows users, and that also includes the SafePal users, to easily interact with our two features that it has, which is the move and stake. So normally you would have to stake on our consensus network, but with the Oasis Sapphire and with the Rose app, users, including SafePal users, can just easily stake directly through Sapphire on one of the validator nodes that we have. And through that, they can earn rewards, as well as keeping our blockchain decentralized. The other is that's the stake feature. So the other feature is the move feature. And because of the modular architecture of Oasis, you normally have to transfer your token, which is called Rose, between consensus and on Sapphire, which is like an EVM paradigm. And this application, the Rose app, really simplifies the process, makes it quite easy and almost seamless. So any SafePal users that once they decide to buy or purchase Rose tokens on Oasis Sapphire, and they maybe want to try to also stake, they can easily move the tokens through the Ethereum network over to our consensus network with just a few clicks. So it basically simplifies the process and makes it a nice user experience for everyone.
Well, I think it's always encouraging to hear that builders are introducing tools that make staking features or other usage much more seamless and convenient. Although we do have OG users from when we first launched about 6+7 years ago, who are veterans. With the introduction of the ETFs and onboarding of more mainstream and newer users, I think such features are really important to get proper retention, and of course people to be able to maximize the full potential of blockchains and Web3 in a seamless and safe manner. Yeah. On another note as well, I believe Oasis has also launched another product, Ruffle or ROFL. Could you share a little bit more about that, and of course any other developments or focuses for the upcoming Oasis roadmap for 2025 that users can also look forward to?
Yeah, for sure. So ROFL it stands for Runtime Off-Chain Logic, and it's kind of funny because it also stands for something else. But essentially, at the beginning, I said that we created a framework which acts like an adapter, and that is ROFL. So it fetches all the data that's off-chain, because if you want to train, like say, an AI agent, and you want to train it on-chain data, it's going to be way too expensive and way too computationally heavy. So for this purpose, we've created a ROFL that then fetches the data that's all off-chain and then computes it inside the trusted hardware, the T. And then you can then use a remote attestation to well, it basically generates a cryptographic key that you can then use then remote attestation, then put it on chain, and then you can see that this is verifiably true. So essentially, like if you can imagine, let's say a weather application, right? And you want to find out what the weather is like, and then you can connect a weather.com API to a ROFL node, and then when it gets pinged, like what's the weather right now in say Shanghai, it pings the weather.com through the API, and then verifies that it's true. And if there's anything that's secret, like let's say maybe you want to hide your geolocation because the person that's right now monitoring the temperature in Shanghai is like walking on, I don't know, some sort of street, then that information can be secured, and then before it gets put on the chain. Now that's a bit of an abstract explanation. I mean, essentially what it's mostly useful for right now, I'd say, is for training AI agents for like trading strategies. So if you have like a good trading strategy, but you also want to make sure that your wallet and account is hidden so people can track your movements, you can do that. And then later, you can like say publish it on a AI agent marketplace, and like basically sell your services. But through ROFL, the information is kept confidential.
Yep, I think
And
a lot
for
of the.
other applications.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say, like, I think that privacy feature is gonna be pretty exciting for a lot of traders that tend to get copy traded or get tracked a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And we intentionally also decided to use a T because the T allows for like more customizability. It has a higher performance, and you can do a lot more with it than you could, for example, for ZK. I mean, ZK is great and all, but it's still not completely fleshed out, I'd say. Ts are very powerful, and it works here and now, and we want to offer products that's available as soon as possible. So I would also say, I also want to add that ROFL is on mainnet, and that's on Intel XGX, and we also have Intel TDX, which is now on testnet as well. So anyone that wants to try and build a testnet application on ROFL on TDX, feel free to do so. We have a grants program as well. So if you have any great idea and that you want to use ROFL for, feel free to connect with us via BD interest form, and we can help you out. For other products that we have accumulated finance has been launched recently, which allows liquid staking. We have Illuminex. The legacy version of Illuminex was a privacy-preserving DEX, and now with Illuminex version 2, it's a privacy-preserving cross-chain wallet, which is powered by our privacy layer. So we have a little bit out there, so for users to play with it, and that includes SafePal users, of course, which we're quite excited about.
Yep. Thanks for giving such a comprehensive breakdown as well. Tyler, could you help me navigate to the next slide so users can also visit the Oasis respective channels for those that want to learn more or follow up on what Emrah was sharing as well. Yep, there we go. Yep. So thanks for taking the time to share with us and join us today, Emrah. We'll be moving towards the end of this segment as well, to the prize or reward question as well. Tyler, could you help me navigate to the next slide? Yeah. So for the question for the chat on Oasis as well, how fast is Oasis block finality? Yeah, post your questions. Post your answers to the questions in the to the Give Now bot in our Telegram group, and also the comments as well. Yeah, we'll be giving away prizes for that.
Yeah, I hope people paid attention because I said the answer at the beginning.
Yeah,
Yep,
so let's
thanks
wait for the
for flagging
community,
that.
see what they say. Yeah, so guys, make sure you guys post your answer, right? we get the answer right, we're gonna drop another gift now in the Telegram group.
I think that's one of the fun things about this industry. For users who are passionate or really get hands on with the industry, you get rewarded. One of the few industries that you get.
I'm on the move, so I have to run. But it was a pleasure talking to you guys, and I'm quite excited about this partnership. So let's get going, and let's make sure that everyone has access to privacy-preserving features. So pleasure talking to you guys.
Yep. Thanks, Emra, for joining us, and have a great day and night as well.
Yeah, so we'll just wait for the community. Drop your answers, right? I mean, I see it. I see it. So someone mentioned in Telegram the answer. Yeah, I guess what obviously Telegram doesn't sync up with what we have here in terms of the channels that we have. We've got YouTube and Twitter, right? So far we haven't seen the answers on YouTube nor Twitter, but the answer is definitely out there in Telegram, right? So we'll just post that, and then let's drop another gift.
Yeah. So while waiting for the community in the Give Now /Telegram channel, maybe we can start bringing on the next
Yeah.
speaker as well.
Okay, so the answer obviously is 6 seconds. Someone in Telegram got it.
Yep, great. Yeah, so for those in the Telegram group, make sure to get the rewards. Okay, so for our last guest of the day, we've had two blockchains. So a different take next would be KiloX. We have us today, who's a multi-chain decentralized perpetual exchange. So KiloX is also a relatively young partner, but it has been working with SafePal since September to enhance accessibility to deeper liquidity, better slippage, and rates for on-chain leverage trading. So today, representing KiloX, we have Joey, who's the co-founder of KiloX. So thanks, Joey, for taking the time to join us today. Could you share a little bit more about the rationale behind founding KiloX and what the platform aims to offer for users?
Yeah, thank you for inviting me here. So I'm Joey, CEO and co-founder of the KiloX. So right now we are the biggest perpetual DEX on OPBNB and Manta Pacific. We are the MVP winners in the last year, and we got the investment from Bennett Labs last year as well. So actually, this is not the first time we are doing the partnership with SafePal, and we already did one like gift box before, and we see there is a lot of potentials, and a lot of people have interest in trading with us on the SafePal. So we think that is a great opportunity for us to do another partnership with SafePal. So that's the reason we are here to share our existing campaigns about the gift box with SafePal today.
Thanks for giving that breakdown for us, Joey. So yeah, could you share a little bit more about maybe some of the rationale behind collaborating with SafePal again on the gift box that you mentioned? I know the first one was in September, and the second one is I believe still ongoing. So for anyone who's curious, do check out our Quest Hub section and the KiloX gift box there, and also our official blog for more details as well. Could you share about maybe some of the benefits about the collaborations or partnerships with SafePal on the gift box, and maybe some of the reasons that KiloX is excited to be working together, and
Okay, cool. Yeah. So
Yep.
So before I talking about the existing campaigns, what we are doing right now with SafePal, I also want to talk about a little bit about like what we are doing right now. So as a perpetual DEX, there are the different types of perpetual DEX in the market right now, like the order book model, like a DeX, and also there are some like early movers, like GMX, Gates Network, who using the Oracle models, or we call it the peer-to-peer models. That means all the liquidity providers will be the counterparty for all the traders. So if the trader wins, the liquidity providers will pay the traders. If the trader loses, all their margins will go to the vault. So in this method, right now we have around like 36 of the millions of the total TVLs, and we have over 600 like traders on our platform. So the existing campaigns with the SafePal is pretty simple. So you can go to SafePal and under the gift box, you can find the existing campaign with ours on the SafePal. So it's just including some like simple tradings and deposit into the vault. You will be eligible for the airdrop over like 100,000 of the kilos airdrop. And we are also doing the expand our Telegram mini app as well. So you can also test the Telegram mini app as well together. Yeah.
Yep, great. Thanks for sharing those details as well. Sorry for the hiccup earlier. I think our slides weren't updated yet. Yeah, so for the metrics that Joe, you were sharing earlier, users are able to refer to that here.
Yeah,
Yep,
so yeah, I can talk about a little bit about the existing background bars. Yeah, so that one should be the like first page actually. So the total TVLs, this is the data we are sharing during the Binance Blockchain Week in Dubai, I think a couple of weeks ago. And right now our TVLs already increased from 28 million to 36 millions. And we are not only goes live on the BNB chain, OPBNB, Manta Pacific, but also we are goes live on the Tyco and the base as well. So we recently live on the base. It's just take us around about like a couple weeks, and we're already in the like top 5 of the perpetual tradings on the base network. And right now we have around like 22 total trading volumes, 22 billions of total trading volumes on our platform, and including like over 650,000 of traders and liquid providers on our platform as well. So we want to be the the core trading infra for all the layer 2s, because we think all the layer 2s they are lack of the opportunities for users to get the real yield for their no matter from like native tokens or their ARS tokens or the ARS tokens like the Pump BTC or Stone. So we introduced Hybrid Reward, which can bring the real yield to all these ARS holders. So which is I think we are the first one to deliver these things to our dedicated users. And in the futures, we believe we can bring more RSTs or different assets into our protocols, and then we can be the core trading infra for all the different layer 2s.
Yep, I think those are very encouraging metrics, and congrats on the successful launches on Base and the other chains. I think it's pretty rare to see perp dexes that are quite established on OPBNB and Manta, and also of course having coverage for EVM chains like Base. I think a lot of users will appreciate that, because I think Base usage has been really increasing the past few months, and of course after Denkun upgrade, the fees and transaction speeds have really made it much more accessible for people who want to do more transactions or higher frequency trading as well, which I think really helps perp trading as well. Yeah, so moving on to the other question as well. Obviously, not everyone using DeFi is going to be leverage trading. Are there any features, or maybe are they any other aspects that you could share a little bit more about for KiloX that aren't necessarily just for the leverage traders, like maybe the vault and earn feature?
Yeah, so to using our platform, and what we want to optimize our product is we want to meet the gap between the like the central exchange users and decentralized exchange users. So all the exchanges we are partnered with different like bridge and wallet partners, and trying to lower the barrier for user to enter our platform. And besides these places, we also do like a simple staking for users to make the deposit into our vault. And to deposit into our vault, there is like no implement losses. So because we provide like a real year plus our airdrop point system, which is I think that is really convenient for users to get the futures airdrop incentive as well. And then we have a very detailed system to recording every on-chain activities, including different partners. They can have the different OATs for the different campaigns, and this is very easier for them. And also we have the like newbie reward for users who use our platform. So in this like newbie reward based on their like initial tradings or deposit, they can get some vouchers, extra airdrop points for them. So that they can be very easier to get used to our platform. And we have a really strong community team as well. So we are always happy to answer all the questions for our users in our Telegram group and Discord as well. So as long as you have different questions, feel free to send messages or questions to me, to our official Twitter account, or join our Telegram or Discord for questions. We are always here to help.
Yep. I think it's really nice to see that KiloX is also paying attention to the counterparties as well in terms of the vaults and the LP providers. I think that's really important for on-chain perp dexes as well, because it's important to provide deep liquidity and better slippage and rates for the traders to use also. So moving on to the last aspect as well, are there any developments or upcoming focuses that you want to share for the KiloX roadmap that users can look forward to?
Yeah, so I think the one thing it definitely is the existing campaigns right now. Not only just with SafePal actually, so we also have like a feature activities with BNB chain on the Apple Pay as well. So also they are pretty simple. Make a simple deposit and the tradings to earn like kilos airdrop and the chimps as extra bonuses as well. And also, we are the first DeFi protocols to partner with FDUSD, which is got the new stablecoins supported by Binance as well. So you can use FDUSD to join the launch pool, but during this time, there's no places for you to get the extra returns for all the FDUSD holders. You can always deposit your FDUSD on the OPBNB into our hybrid vault to earn up to 15% of the real returns. And this is how to say, we can commit that your return is no lower than 15% because the extra reward will be paid directly by the FDUSD team. So all these existing campaigns in the following couple months, we want to give everyone kind of a welcome sponsors for users to do it. And besides that, we also think the long tail markets is really important for us because right now the meme coins is really hot in the market. So we have the royal battle, meme coins vs Bitcoin and Ethereum is ongoing our platform right now. So make your trade on the meme coins or the Bitcoin and Ethereum, you will be eligible to earn extra reward from our team as well. And as we see the new trend on the meme coins in the market right now, we are the first perpetual text to support the chill guide to do the like a 100 times tradings on our platform yesterday, and we'd love to see more and more new like meme coins or hot coins in the market, and we want to be the first provider to support these like meme coins to trade in our platform. Give everyone a great places to start their trading journeys on BNB ecosystem with us.
I think that's really refreshing and exciting to hear as well, because I think one issue of course for many perp dexes is that the trading pairs tend to be just the main ones. So it's always nice to see a project tackling or taking on long tail assets as well, because there is a lot of interest in other verticals like meme coins. Its own challenges, of course, like managing a slippage, a liquidity, or their own smart contract risk as well. Yeah. So thanks for taking the time to join and share with us about KiloX again, Joey. So I think that brings us to the end of the segment as well, and of course the question for chat also. So Tyler, could you help me? Yeah, there we go. So for those who've been paying attention, especially to Joey, so what is the newest or most recent token that QX has listed? As a hint, it's one of the long tail assets that he mentioned. Yeah, and also a very popular meme token. You can post the answer in the comment, or also, of course, more importantly, in the Telegram group, where you get a reward from the Give Now bot. Yeah, we're waiting for the answer as well, Joey. Yeah, let's go meme
And
traders.
one more hint is also listed on the Binance yesterday. So not Peanut. Peanuts is already listed on the Binance for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it is a trending meme on Solana for anyone who needs more hints. Yeah, so while waiting for answer, Joey, is there anything else that you want to share for the listeners?
Yeah, I think so I know right now the meme coins is really hot in the market, but always be careful when you're doing the tradings and use your wallet because keep your wallet safe or keep your phone safe is almost very important. So no matter which kind of the trading body you are using, maybe you are using a GMGN or the other like Fentons to using it, remember trying to best to use your own wallet, like the SafePal, right? To always keep your phone safe. This may take like a little, kind of say, slow for doing the like sending messages, but it's very helpful for you to keep your phone safe. So to not let the DDEX things happen again for your phone. So I think that is really important thing. So do not to like until like you got really your funds into your like cold wallet, it's still not your real fund. So yeah, always keep safe.
Nice. I see the answer for the question in our Telegram group as well. So for anyone else who's wondering, it's a chill
I
guy.
thought
Yeah. Oh, okay.
yeah,
Great.
Ankit,
Great.
yeah, Chill Guy and
Yeah.
MJack. So yeah,
Yep. So
Chill
remember
Guy
to
is
get the
one of the
rewards.
newest listing tokens.
Yeah. And I think that's a very important reminder that you shared, Joey. I think one of the more recently, like last week, there was a very big exploit from the trading bot
Yeah.
DEXX. So
Yes.
I think a very important reminder for anyone, that while some tools provide convenience, it's very important to do your research and make sure that you're aware of whether there's any security trade-offs. And of course, sometimes that comes with its own risk. So you have to manage and don't put all your eggs in one basket. So I think
Yeah, I can also
everyone.
share a small story about that part. Yeah, because I was having meetings in the Bangkok at that time as well. Because I was always I was like also in the like a DevCons in Bangkok in a couple of weeks ago, and I have a meeting with the agencies, and so I have a meeting with them at around like 4 p.m. at that day, and the other meetings after mine is DXX, and they also want to do the partnership with agencies, and so they mentioned about like how successful is DXX as well because they have around their trading volume is really high, and
Yeah.
and I was wondering like whether I should like move my some of the fund to the that like a dex to that like bot at that night, but I was like having a different meetings, so I think just do it tomorrow. So
So
at
you got
4
saved by
a.m.
your meetings
Yeah, at
from
4
potentially
a.m. that
losing.
morning. Yeah, my friends told
I
me
see.
that it's got hacked. So yeah, just the stories. So always
Yes.
keep your phone safe. Yeah.
Well, happy that you managed to avoid getting exploited, and of course a very important reminder to any listeners as well. Make sure I know it's an exciting time. We're in a bull market, so people tend to be more aggressive, but make sure that you manage your own risk with that as well. Yeah. So thanks again, Joey, for taking the time to share about KiloX and of course other important security stories and aspects as well. I think we've come to the end of the AMA today. So Tyler, could you help me navigate to the next slide? Yeah. So for anyone who's looking to join the SafeCall community, make sure to scan the QR code as well. And a big thank you to all guests who have joined us and listeners for today. we'll look forward to seeing you at the next community AMA as well. Tyler, do you have anything else to add before we wrap up the AMA for today?
Thank you, right? Thank you, Joey, and obviously thank you everyone for tuning in into our November live stream, right? And we hope you guys are enjoying the bull market once again, and that's about it.
Yep. Stay safe and stay chill.
Bye bye.